Well, good morning. This is day 4 of Reset. So if you're following along with me in the book, you realize that today is the day that we are reminded to guard our hearts, for out of it come the very life that we have been given. And Jesus told us that out of our hearts, out of the abundance of our hearts, our mouths speak. And so to take a moment and realize that we are supposed to guard what goes into our hearts. We're supposed to guard what comes into our feelings and our emotions. And that not just put everything in there that comes along, that every thought that comes along is not worthy of being lodged inside of us. To take time and to take an account of those things that try to gain access into our soul and into our very being. And to set up those things around us that actually protect us and allow us to know that our heart is the fertile soil of the very life that we have been given. And so many times I don't think we stop and take a moment and realize that our hearts are catching everything that comes our way. And one of the ways you can guard your heart is stop listening to those things that are negative in the world. It's interesting to me how when people hear the Bible, they're always being careful that they don't get drawn into some sort of strange doctrine. And yet they will accept what comes off of the news media, depending on what they like. They'll accept it without question. And they'll make determinations based on what comes off the news media or out of magazines or out of something on the internet, and yet they evaluate everything that comes out of the Word of God or from one of His prophets or so on and so forth. So this morning I want to encourage you that one of the ways to reset your life is to take responsibility for protecting your heart and to allow only those things in there that you can understand that God has spoken into our lives. And if you take time to guard your heart, if you take time to watch what you speak and watch what you read, then I promise you, you will reset your life for the supernatural. You will reset your life for that marvelous restorative work that God has already accomplished through Christ and wants to release into your life. So this morning, just for my little chapel as I'm on my way to work, or on my way to church, work actually, take a moment, guard your heart, filter out those things that are not life, and choose life, and add that into your file cabinet of your heart. So from my little office to you, peace.